So, before you die, if you do not challenge your God or your Creator or the God or the Creator, if you do not challenge them before you die, you have not taken any meaningful steps towards spirituality. I would even go as far as to say that you have not taken a single step towards spirituality, unless your life is absolutely and totally dedicated to others. It is hard for someone to put someone before themselves. It is rare. Those people don't have to challenge because their action is their prayer. What inspired me to say that is, I saw a clip from Gino Jennings. The question posed to him was, can women preach or pastor, be a pastor? The word. And he brought up the scriptures, and the scriptures show that man is first and the woman came out of man. And what I've come to realize is you can say the devil is a liar, but if you invert the word devil, you have lived. Now life is a reality. A spade is a spade. Everything in reality is what it is, definitely. You know, people have these beliefs in these books, whether it's square or rectangle. To me, it's still a box. It keeps you closed, and these things could never give you fullness. Any book, no matter which one, could ever give you fullness. You know what I'm saying? So we have to be careful. It's probably in the Bible where it said practice where you preach, or practice what you preach. You know, these books give us insight. It could help in our progression. It's how you use the tool. Well, a lot of people swear absolutely by these books. They don't even swear absolutely by their own action. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's good conversation, so on and so forth. But you have to challenge the Creator. You have to challenge the God. You have to. Any God that come your way, any spirit, any person, you have to challenge. You have to challenge yourself. All these books been touched in some way, shape or form. It might not have been touched by even man. It could be touched by spirit or even angels. You know, I have my personal questions for the Creator. You know, and I discuss them. The reason why you can read aloud or out loud, and you can also read in your mind. So we have all the tools that we need to discern, to find answers. And we have to use a collection of things to get to these things, to these answers that we're looking for. You know what I'm saying? You may see an answer in a person, you may see an answer in an animal, you may see an answer in an event, or a collection of said such things. You have to be careful, man. It's tiring. You know, people have to survive out here. And then you have all these psychological burdens, all these expectations by living things and dead things. It's so funny. And I always wonder, why does man have to go through that? You know? Life is built around challenge. A creator that knows everything would not be bothered by a challenge, because that creator can prove. That creator can show and prove. So why would that creator be bothered by challenge? A creator that has no beginning nor end is going to worry about you challenging. Most likely, if the creator is pure and pure love, that creator would want you to get the answer that you need to live a productive, happy, healthy life, and to also live that way in spirit, in spiritual progression. You know, it's funny. Every now and then I'll put up a video and I'll get feedback from friends and family alike. Oh, why is Uriah saying these things online and so on and so forth? I don't do it much. But you know what I've come to realize? These same people indulge in all types of different things. You know what I'm saying? They eat all types of different things. They do all kind of different things. But then they can turn around and question me. For some reason, people always want to question what I'm doing. I don't bother people. I leave them to themselves. Sometimes you can be condemned for telling the truth or doing right. So you have to be careful of those things. You don't just get into trouble for doing wrong. You get in trouble for doing right. Everything has to be put in context and perspective. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, challenge your God, challenge your creator, challenge the God, challenge the creator. Challenge every book. You know what I'm saying? If the creator says thou shalt not kill, if the creator allows killing, you have to ask the creator why. I'm not going to pretend I could answer for the creator. But it could be possible that that rule does not apply to the creator because the creator is the creator. Or the creator could possibly say, okay, I want that person in a different space, in a different dimension, in a different time. So you have rules for animals, you have rules for people, you have rules for spirit, you have rules for angels, you have rules for gods, you have rules. I don't know if the creator have rules. I'm not going to pretend to question that. Maybe that is something I could discuss with the creator. You know what I'm saying? You can read it, you can read out loud, you can read in your head. But yeah, there's spirit all around. Everything carries spirit because everything have a vibrational frequency, electromagnetic frequency. You can read something, you can feel something. But these laws that they have in these holy books, it's ironic they call holy. Because if something has a hole in it, something can drop out and you can lose something valuable. But always spelled differently, huh? But yeah, we have to be careful, man. Life is much bigger than a book. Life is much bigger than culture. Culture change at any given time. You could be at a higher frequency, a higher mentality and change your whole culture. You know what I'm saying? We have made these things idols. The pyramids, astrology, stars, constellations, we've made them idols. You know what I'm saying? So, I believe the earth have everything that we need to get to where we need to go, whether in flesh or in spirit. You know what I'm saying? But if a man can be a god, obviously a woman can be a god also. And woman did not come from man. All things come from the creator, Mr. Gino Jennings. So you're wrong. I know you like to say go to Bible. But the Bible is not all. The Bible has a beginning date. And that Bible has been passed through many hands. It has been prostituted. It has been used. You know what I'm saying? So stop all the lies. You know what I'm saying? Please stop all the lies. Y'all are misleading people into destruction. There's no milk and honey. I don't drink milk, so milk would not be of any use to me in a heaven. You know what I'm saying? I'm even skeptical about honey. So we have to be careful. I don't care which holy book it is. They all have good things that can be used, rightfully so. But they're not the all. And typically, no God is the all. The Creator, yes. But obviously the Creator would have to be different than God. Unless you say the Creator is the God of all gods and everything else. But you know, everything is mixed up. And before anybody ever really gets it, we die. Countless people pass through the earth. Where do they go? No one knows. But all these gods have promised everlasting life. We'll only know those things after our flesh passes. Then we can take the next step. Then you get closer to the Creator because now you see a system. Okay, we got the word. All these different holy books speak of an existence after the flesh. So even if we achieve that, that could be a copy of something. So we still have to go to that realm and find out and still keep searching. You can't ever say that you found something, because if you found something to that degree, that means you can't grow anymore. Your first breath is not any greater than your last breath or all the breaths in between. Everything is equal. If there's one thing I could say about the Creator, is that the Creator shows balance. You know what I'm saying? You hear a lot of people out there saying that they do so much and maybe you don't, so on and so forth. But they don't look into themselves and say, maybe I should work smarter, not harder. Maybe this way isn't the right way for this particular situation. Maybe there are other ways. Maybe it's not just one way. Another thing I should probably touch on is, man, I hate to point out Christianity more so than anyone, because no religion is above any. You take the good out of these things and move with that. You know what I'm saying? But how can Jesus be more important than anyone else? How can the Creator literally say, I love him more than you? All you billions of people that have passed through the earth, that will pass through the earth, I love him. Wouldn't that create jealousy and envy and contention? Don't try to fool anyone, all you people who believe in what you believe in. Because your human characteristic, you're going to take that with you to wherever you go. And I don't care how much you guys are washed in the blood and this and that. There's sometimes you feel rubbed a little way. Sometimes you feel competitive. Sometimes you may feel even a little jealous or envious. So stop putting on a show. It's a lie. We're all equal. Men are equal to women. They are goddesses. They are high-ranking goddesses as much as gods, doing major works for the Creator. They are high-ranking women, helping to progress man into the future. Stop the lies. And for the record, if your belief is Christianity, yes, women, you can be pastors. I'm going against that particular word. You can be. I said so because the Creator told me to say that to you. Any woman out there who wants to preach the word of God, even if it's false, because it is a part of you making a mistake and learning or doing whatever you need to do, because everybody has their different road, right? Women in Islam, you can be equal to man because you are. I don't care which religion this is. There's no man above any woman, and there's no woman above any man. Just remember that to begin with, and you'll be alright. Every breath of life is the future. Precise increments to show how slow growth can be. Seeing? Yes, I. The sum of all man's knowledge is to know the Creator. Guidance.